All right, we can get started. Thanks for being here. This is the first Sunshine Ordinance meeting for a new proposed residential project at 125 and 205 South Harbor Boulevard, which is located just south of First Street on the east side of Harbor. So we are City Ventures. I'm Kim Pritchetel. I'm Senior Vice President of Development for City Ventures. I've been with the company for 12 years. We've done a lot of projects in the city of Santa Ana. This would actually be our 9th project in the city. I've worked on most of the others, 3 through now 9. I've personally worked on, and a lot of the projects that we've done have been in the Harbor Corridor specific plan area, which this project is also in the Harbor Corridor plan. So we're very familiar with it and with the area. City Ventures is is an infill developer. We do all infill, so we're always building with neighbors. We're very sensitive to that. We're very good at working with the neighbors around our sites and making sure that we are being sensitive with our site planning as well as during construction to all the neighbors around. So the first slide here is just some samples of townhome product similar to what we're proposing here. That these projects are throughout the state of California, but just kind of a sample of different architectural styles and design styles and colors that we've built over the past since 2009 when the company started. The third slide here is an aerial photo of the site. So again, it shows it's on the east side of Harbor, just south of First Street. It's currently used for auto repair mainly. There is a small home on the site as well that I believe is used more as an office. And then there is the auto repair with the storage of a lot of cars toward the back and tires and things like that associated with their business. It is bordered by a couple of single family homes to the south, as well as there's like a palm reader business there. And then retail across Harbor to the west, and then more retail actually to the north on Harbor as well. And then to the east is the city's Santa Anita Park, which I think is currently being renovated. So it's a big field and some amenities there, park amenities. So next slide is a close-up of the site as it exists today. That's the auto repair shop there on the left, and then the little house there to the right of it. So the project details. So what we're proposing are 36 attached 3-story single-family homes, all for sale. The homes are 3 to 4 bedrooms and 3 to 4 bathrooms. They would range in square feet or in size from about 1,352 square feet to 1,610 square feet. The entry to the project is on Harbor Boulevard at the north end of our site. There's actually an easement up at that north end of the site, which lends itself to that being where the project entry is. We're proposing 3 live-work units in the building fronting Harbor, one of the buildings fronting Harbor Boulevard. And then a common open space area is more in the northwest corner of the site for the homeowners in the project, which would have a barbecue and shade structure and seating and some passive landscaping. There is an affordable housing component. There will be 4 units restricted for moderate income households, and those are anticipated to be priced from the mid 400,000s. The next slide is our site plan. So this shows the different plan types are in the different colors. So the yellow units show the proposed live work units. Actually, yes, the yellow units are the proposed live work units. And then the purple and blue are the residential, just straight residential units. And those just represent the 2 or actually 3 plan types that we have. The common open space is the green area there on the side, and that kind of structure is the shade structure with a couple of tables beneath it for seating. Like I said, there will be a barbecue there. The guest parking is just kind of behind that building fronting Harbor with all the P's there. And then that is also at the north and south end of the parking, there's trash enclosures. The next slide is the elevation of the buildings. So you can see there's brick proposed and some siding material and quite a bit of movement in the building. Patios on the ground level as well as upper level decks on the second floor. The next slide is just some of the open space amenities, just kind of showing plant material and the shade structure and kind of the general feel of what that area will be like. So City Ventures, our minimum spec level is actually really nice. This kind of just lays out what some of our standard appliances are, and just some of the finishes in the homes, ceiling heights, and hardware, etc. Every home, regardless of whether it's affordable or market rate, will have the same base spec. And then we are definitely known as a green builder. We're a solar all electric company. All of our townhomes are solar all electric, no gas. So this slide kind of goes through all the green building features, the type of windows that we use, the drought tolerant landscape and drought tolerant or water saving plumbing fixtures, as well as the landscape irrigation. Let's see. And just some of the Nest thermostat, Energy Star appliances, and then also the standard pre-wiring for electric vehicles in the garages. And then again, the solar panels, and the solar panels come with the price of the home. So from day one, once you purchase the home, those solar panels are owned by each individual owner. And so buyers will experience the savings of no gas, very minimal to no electric bill, and sometimes even credit at the end of the year. So it's really nice for home buyers to have very, very little utility bills. And then just a basic timeline for the project. We're hoping to get to a planning commission hearing late this year, or early next year, obtain our building permit shortly thereafter, and complete the project by the end of 2026. And then the next slide is just my contact information. Please feel free to reach out to me with any questions after this meeting, or there will be a second meeting that would take place before we make our second submittal to the city. And that is something I want to review as well. So we have already made our first entitlement submittal to the city. That was made just last week. That's currently being reviewed by city staff, and in about 30 days, we'll receive comments, at which time we will go through and address those comments. And prior to going back into the city with a second submittal, we will be back here for a second sunshine ordinance meeting, and everyone will get noticed for that. Like they were noticed for this meeting, and then we'll be updating on anything that's changed from the first submittal in the first meeting. So any changes to the site plan or to the product, anybody who wasn't able to make the first meeting, answer questions, and if there are questions today, we'll go over kind of those questions and answers as well. So that's kind of the main presentation. So now I'll just open it up for questions. Yeah.
What does infill mean?
Infill just means that we're not out in kind of undeveloped areas. We're always in like an already developed piece of property, usually an underutilized piece of property, or and the question was what does infill mean? So yeah, it's like we're oftentimes in either a old commercial site, or like we've done on Harbor Boulevard, a lot of our sites the majority of them have been used car dealerships. So they're surrounded on the west side of Harbor, which is where all of our projects to date have been. There's always the single family homes to the west along that whole, so we always know we have neighbors along that edge. So we know that is a sensitive edge. We need to make sure that we plan the site to be sensitive to those neighbors. If we have, It just kind of depends, but we're always going to have neighbors surrounding us that have been there for a long time, and we respect that and know and have experience with working with people who, you know, we're the new guys, so we want to come in and make sure that we're good neighbors. And that's kind of what.
These buildings that popped up right here in Harbor and that's
No, that's not us. I was asked that question actually at one of the other meetings as well. No, I don't know who that developer is, but yeah, our projects in the Harbor corridor have been at 1010 South Harbor, which is really the very first property, I think, from at the Fountain Valley property line. That was our first project in the corridor. And then we did 1406 North Harbor, and then back to 830 South Harbor, which is just 2 properties north of that 1010 South Harbor property. So those are the 3 that we've completed in the Harbor Corridor specific plan area. And we have one other that we're working on entitlements for now at 510 North Harbor. And then this project. So the others have been in other areas in the city. But no, that we're not associated with the one going up right now.
No,
there isn't, no.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. We've been trying to figure out. My name is Felipe Guerrero, and I'm president of the Neighborhood Association.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Harbor between the Pratt and 17.
Oh, okay.
Harbor and,
okay.
And we just got done getting the grant money for the park or something in the park.
Oh,
It
okay.
was like really bad. It got to a point where nobody was using it because of the drugs and all that stuff. And it's
Yeah.
hidden.
Yeah.
It's hidden. You notice it's hidden.
Yeah.
So then we sat down with the community leaders and the council members and everything, and we were able to get an $18 million grant to completely knock it down and put a new park.
That's amazing. Well, I mean, that was like one of the things that attracted us for sure to the site.
It's this area right here. It's I don't know what's there. There's a bunch of trucks there, and it's like a junkyard, and it's right next to the park. We're trying to figure out how can we get humanity.
Yeah.
So this is a blessing that you guys got this.
Well, and it is for us as well that the park is being renovated and that our homeowners will have, you know.
And the best thing of all is that we have a police substation going into that park.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is great. That's really
The
great.
current one that we have right now is way over there by Walmart. If you drive by, you can see it.
Oh,
So
that's
we
amazing.
bought for a PAL program, which is a police that just deal with the kids and everything. So we fought for that and we got it. So we talked to them to put in the substation there. So it's going to be added to the community center. On
Oh
this
my
side will be
gosh.
the substation and the PAL program, and then this side is going to be for events, like community events. But,
That's great.
yeah, so it took us like 6 years to get that.
Wow.
And I'm really glad it's going in. It's gonna make it look a lot better.
Yeah, it will.
For the residents too, they're gonna be coming in because they have a park right next door.
Yeah, I know it.
Brand new park, beautiful.
Yeah.
And we're in the process of expanding the park all the way first.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, so because we're trying to get a gym in there, indoor gym, and tennis courts and handball courts.
So that whole center that's in between the park and,
Yeah, between Harbor, well, what is it, First and the Sunday Park.
uh-huh,
You have like a car dealership there. and
yep.
There's a house there. There's like a taco thing next door to that. We're in the process of getting the city to purchase that property and expand the park out.
Oh,
So it
wow.
will be hidden, you know, 'cause you can't see it. I mean, it's gonna be good that the police department's gonna be there. But that's gonna cut a lot of the crime, like
You're-
completely different crime.
Yeah, you're right. Cause I mean, looking at it like from Harbor, you would never know. And the only way you know there's a park is the aerial photo, like looking at it from above.
You could drive right by, you won't see it.
Yeah, from any street. Yeah,
So,
that'll be great.
Get it and all that, and right now we're working on expanding it out to First Street.
All right.
And that will be visible from the street, and like I said, the police department can help out in the area.
Yeah, for sure. That's great news. I didn't know that.
7-Eleven will get cleared out, because that's like it's been one of like the drug rating areas in that corner right there. park for the past like 4 or 5 years, so it's been cleaned up. But you still
Wow.
got the ones that think that people, deal there, but no, as soon as the fact that we have people that want that park there, that if you see something happening, they'll call.
Oh, yeah.
And even our community comes up too. So police are always in that area, making sure that drug activity or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna welcome this. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, well, it's great for us as well, having the park. So yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a really nice renovation of the whole area.
We did like an open house thing. Well, we go around like last year, go around and the field was almost done at that point. But when I walked in there, I was at odd. I was like, wow, it's like completely different, complete feeling different. The field was more or less done, but it's not done. We still have big grounds and stuff that are going to go in there. Basketball court was kind of done. We have a full basketball court on it. And it was like, it made a lot of
Big difference.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's cool because it's going to be a full renovation of like that whole little block
They
there.
tore it down completely and they're building up from the ground up. That thing
Very
was,
cool.
they built it in '72. And it was just termite infested. It was like our center, if you could call it a center, it was like BP, like from the door to that door. You just square like this. So it wasn't really, it was more like that storage.
Right.
Yeah, so we would have events there and it wasn't there.
Well, that's amazing that you.
When I took over as president, what I did was I kept inviting the council members, the mayor, all to all these events. I was hosting as many events as possible. So people would come and see the park.
Right.
So that's when they started saying, hey, this park is this. So having all these events. Yeah. The restrooms were horrible, they were bad. And, I remember a couple of times the council members' wives or congressman's wife wanted to use the restroom and she came back. No.
Yeah.
You gotta do something about these restrooms, you gotta do something about the building, you gotta do something about the park. But yeah, we really parked in that area. And we got that park, we should be great, and this should be a great addition to that.
Good.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Well, that's congratulations for like all your hard work for the community. That's amazing. That's really coul.
And it took us like 7 years to do that. Still trying to expand it.
Yeah.
But it'll be great. This will be great. I'm surprised nobody's here for this.
I know.
Yeah. I was talking to Frank here and I was saying, how come you guys didn't have it at the Russell School?
Have,
Russell School, there's the elementary school there.
did we?
We tried to,
We
yeah.
tried a lot of, we actually were trying to have the meeting, you know, over the past couple weeks and we just, the hazards where we've had. Yeah, well, and then they shut down for about a month. And so we were trying all the others. And I think the city recommended, I think Nancy had recommended that we called that school and we did. We just couldn't get it to work. Yeah. We tried, I tried the library, but they don't do meetings. I know I've done a sunshine ordinance meeting at New Hope Library before, but they said they don't, I think they're in the process of relocating or renovating.
Library?
Yeah.
They're remodeling.
Okay, and so she said they will be able to do it once they remodel, but that they can't do it now. And so we were struggling and then they reopened this opportunity.
It's close for the school.
No, it was open, but was it, we couldn't get on their
I don't think anybody
calendar?
was in the office to answer the phone.
Yeah, we
or-
couldn't get a call
Yeah,
back. We left some messages and
What's your next meeting?
for this, I mean, I would expect comments back like early September, right? And then, for us to address the comments, not knowing, you know, how extensive they will be, my guess would be by late September is when we would have our second meeting.
I'm gonna talk to Frank to see why Russell School I don't know. what-
Maybe now that it won't be summer, it may be easier. So if that is a better location, we're happy to do it at the,
Oh,
at
yeah,
that
it's a lot
location.
better there.
Okay, well, why don't we,
It's a lot better.
we'll try to do that. It may be that summer was just difficult for the schools, but we have to be within a 1 mile radius and there aren't a lot of things that aren't schools to, that could hold, well, you don't know how many people will come, but we send out thousands of notices. So you just don't know what the turnout will be. So you have to be prepared for, to have people. So it was hard. But yeah, now we should have better luck, I would think, with other schools. So we'll try Russell.
Well, that's Frank. to see what's going on.
Yeah, especially if that's more convenient for people around this site. So
Yeah, yeah.
we'll definitely look into that. Huh? I don't, yeah, I think,
You want me to get back to you on Brexit?
I'm not sure if he stopped it already, just because there wasn't anyone. Kevin, is it, did you stop it? Is it still going? Still nobody?
Nobody.
So, yeah, we'll try.